I'm just now looking at the Discord. All right. Yeah. Let me actually see the Discord and what you are referring to. Split. Let me try to see if I can scroll back up. See you guys in 6 hours. Yeah, hold on. All right, let me see what you're talking about, Split. I'm gonna swap over. All right, scrolling up in general, scrolling up. I don't see anything unless I'm missing it right now. I see Shawnio got his box. I like how he's on his phone too. That's funny. If anyone would like to know why this whole thing happened, please watch the clips in order. This is what I had to deal with. The more than ones I'm posting. And ladies and gentlemen, you're official tonight. You're official for tonight. Thank you everyone for a great season until the it was ruled lag is acceptable. Thank you managers for doing an almost perfect job and ruling that lag was acceptable won't be acceptable next season. Just posting this just in case. Feedback suggestions. Wait. Okay, so hold on. Wait. You're telling me that you decided to go through a simple check discussions. Oh, feedback discussions. All right. Okay. All right. I just want to point this out. Again, I don't understand why you're applying this when you haven't played in any of the matches. How does that make any sense? There's not even a matter of choosing sides left or right. You can't publicly, and on top of that, you decide to toss this out a few days later. Why do you wait until the last minute when they decide to give out the prizes to start complaining about it now? Like, why did he decide to go Phoenix Wright? Why he's going full lawyer? For no reason at all. Zero reasoning. And the worst part is, it's not even a good, it's not good backup. I'm actually curious. I want to see these. I want to see this. All right, here's one. Hard to miss, more rubber banding. Okay, all right, sure. I saw that. I saw Evil Pancake rubber banding. You can clearly see it. What about it? Yeah, you can see it. He's rubber banding. All right, cool. All right, what's the next one? What's next? Watch the blue player top left screen. All right, what's next? All right, cool. Next. What's next? Watch player
Orange Oasis ended last game
board
with 69 outs. If the rules do remain the same, that will mean even if Orange Oasis wins here, it may come down to.
By the way, I just want to point out, I love how he's trying not to witch hunt, but at the same time he's trying to witch hunt. We know who that player is. All three of these have Evil Pancake in it. He could have just said, look at this, or watch Evil Pancake, look at this, that. It's not hard to read their name, to be honest. It's not. I can see Evil Pancake's name. It's in full, he has the longest name out of everybody on the team. Come on. Lag caused grenade to freeze in midair. Okay, yeah, I actually did notice that during the match.
Can they do it?
Okay, cool. What's next? Mid-air floating.
But at some point, you also have to put your foot down and just tell them how it's going to be. Or else you can go back and forth. Everybody can argue all.
Okay. All right, for starters, this one doesn't even matter. Please explain to me who's going to manage to get Evil Pancake.
You can go back and forth.
And this, like, if anything, he lied going behind the crater. What's the problem? What is the issue? I tell you, like, sometimes it's funny too, because it's just like earlier today, it wasn't too bad. Like, they were having a good time, a discussion. Okay, here we go. Feedback suggestions. It's going to be killer. All right. I'm like super high up. My suggestion is managers who know what player rubber banding looks like versus a server lag, and possibly allowing the sort of voting system either among the community or respected players and officials. If anyone would like... Yeah, I will. If anyone would like to know why this happened, please watch all, and that is what Orange Oasis had to deal with. That's a really bad rubber band. Okay, couldn't have said it any better. It's really bad rubber banding. But out of 5 matches, it wasn't enough to affect the outcome of the game in regards to the score. If it were close, then yeah, I see a reason for a rematch. But I watched all the matches and barely noticed much regards to the lag. Burns is on point. Burns knows what he's talking about, because there's no, like, this is what I don't understand. I understand that there was rubber banding, but it's just like, again, this is where Burns is absolutely right. There was no difference in the matches, despite of even if there being rubber bands and lag. Okay, guess what? You got 1 hit. I can understand if Evil actually did take, well, he did take out Koala, but guess what? Regardless, even so, Koala didn't even notice the grenade. You can go back, we can even go back and look at that clip. It doesn't matter if it froze in mid-air. It still would have hit Koala, regardless. If anything, Koala had a chance to back away. I haven't watched games, and I'm also not trying to be a dick, because Ziz said he saw amount of lag on both sides, which is why it didn't affect the outcome of the game. There was definitely lag. My team just kept playing with it. Also, servers were terrible, so it's pretty understandable why either players were lagging. And on top of that, too, let's not forget that Orange also lost 2 players at some point. They lost both Koala and they lost Gilbert. So, what's the problem? When half your team disconnects because of the servers, what are you gonna do? You're gonna blame the person who's rubber banding, or you're gonna blame the servers? Clearly that person lagged because, okay. Oh boy. I always like listening to what Chameleon has to say. I just do. Lag like doesn't allow for much skill. Yeah, I gotta talk to like fucking Shaggy, because lag like that doesn't allow for much skill. Allow for as much actual skill, regardless of who was lagging rubber banding worse. Those conditions are not acceptable for competitive games, especially. Man, incredible. Let me just say, Chameleon wins. Chameleon won. Absolutely incredible. Thing is, with Chameleon, I just love every time. It seems like every single time Chameleon will go on and you know what? I will speak on behalf of this. I know I'm a moderator of RRC. I get that. But I'm speaking freely. Alright? This is the problem with Chameleon. Is he absolutely right? Oh, let me pause the music. Let me turn this down. Okay, so Chameleon is right on some occasions. However, the problem is that he's too strict. He's too straightforward on a specific topic. And once again, this is not it's not a valid excuse. And you also got to understand too, imagine if, just think about it, imagine if they actually went for the rules of no lag. There would be none. Like, this season wouldn't even happen. These servers have been absolutely dumpster ever since, I would say, what, October or November last year. And now you're going about complaining, even or like nothing would happen. Laser Tag League wouldn't happen, RRC wouldn't happen, and Paintball League wouldn't happen. Like, this has been going on for quite some time. This is nothing new. This has been happening for a bit too long. I get it. Okay, sure. But regardless, at the end of the day, you have a choice. Do you want to sit there? Do you actually want to play in the league, or do you want to cry and whine about the rules? Man, I tell you. It's like Chameleon when he was going about saying, oh, well, you know, they were sprint walking. Don't blame the player, blame the game. Exactly. And it's just like, it's like stuff like that too, where it's just, they don't reschedule on the finals. I mean, that's also a pretty valid point too. That would be, and considering how long that game was going on for, what are you gonna do, right? Anyways, those should have ended and been rescheduled. Already can't do that. Really unprofessional, in my opinion, that so many examples of bad lag and no action taken in terms of cancellation. There's a reason, okay, oddly spoken, there's a reason Laser Tag League rescheduled their games on that day. No one would accept a defeat and no one would be satisfied with a win under those conditions. People still talk about games they literally lost years ago due to lag. Okay. Orange has a right to complain. If it happens to you, you'll be very mad. It happened to me and there was no rematch, not in a league, though it's frustrating, so don't talk about it unless you're in their shoes. I am adopting mode. Everyone who put a thumbs down is on orange. Okay. I don't know why I adopted it. Alright, here we go. Discussions. We'll get into the juicy details. Oh, good gosh. This goes on for a while. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm not even going to... I guess I'll start off with GOG. Regarding the suggestion of the public... Nah, actually, forget it. I'm just gonna say forget it and go straight to odd. May as well. If Michael Jordan could teleport move at super speed, but for only one day, do you think they'd allow a championship game on that day? Let's see here. Obviously not. However, this I'm trying not to laugh. It's just, it's funny. It is funny. Technically, yes, they would allow it because, but if they know it from the start, then obviously not. They noticed that he was lagging through, like, how many games later? 2-3 games later. But again, as Byrne stated, it didn't change it. It's very difficult to hit a player that laggy, especially on River. Depends on how often he was during the entire game or not. Anyways, he'd be called for travel. I love Burns. I hope Byrne never gives up on, like, being himself. Like, he's Burns number one. It would be, yeah, just for traveling. From what I watched, both sides were lagging. That's not what we're saying. That lag was awful, and I was lagging too. I hit Pug with a grenade and through a fucking tire. The grenade phased through the tire and hit him. I did hear about that. I know they were talking about that. The players on the left is on server lag. The player on the right experiences jump because tenfold of their own rubber banding. Byrne would be an amazing coach. He certainly would be an amazing coach. He definitely would. Okay, and this is yeah, this is when Evil Pancake was rubber banding. Okay. That's the point though. Everyone was lagging because the servers were horrible. Doesn't mean certain players were more than others. And this isn't a blame to the players. Like, Pancake shouldn't feel guilty for lagging because it was beyond his control. There you go. Even Koala, a member of Orange, can understand. And here you go. I crashed. He crashed. Yes, he did crash. Gilbert crashed. Who are you going to blame for that? Tell me. Because clearly during that match, too, if they wanted a rematch for that one specific match, that one specific detail, in-depth detail of the match, it's not even worth it. Because even if they had Koala and Gil, like, would it really make much of a difference? Come on. Would it really make that big of a difference if they had Koala and Gil? Because last I recall, Black Team was still ahead. They were still ahead of them. So what's the problem? Does anyone see a difference in the player movements here? Anyone? Shawnee, you guys are pro paintballers, so you should see a difference. I wouldn't consider myself as a pro, but thanks for the compliment, but I'll check and let you know. Split, you're a pro, blah, blah, blah. Not to say blah, blah, blah to you, Split, but still, thank you. And since everyone was lagging, why isn't it postponed in laser tag? I can't even read the rest of this. It's not in my brain. Now, to be serious about that, that looked like server lag on that clip, but I think it wasn't. I don't know. Difficult. Whenever it happened to me, I'd crash instantly. It's very easy to tell when all players are moving except one. There are plenty of clips in the suggestions. When one person has bad internet, they're going to feel lag worse, server's bad. As you can see, small jumps and small hops. Between difference between small and big. Oh boy, and yet others weren't the same movements. I relate. I know, understand is all. Any chance anyone can find a clip of an orange and similar movements? We should play the entire... Oh, here we go. I'm actually, you know, I should probably get out the popcorn. Here goes Burns. We should all play the entire Season 6 over again because the standing would have been different if matches were played more often. Then the playoff brackets would change. Then the final outcome would be affected. Yellow team wouldn't have lost at Homestead against Black because they would have played against a different team. And Yellow would have advanced and would have won to the next spot and. I don't Well, I was trying to keep it serious, but thanks, man. Yeah, I am. My point is, my point is, at some point there has to be an outcome whether we like it or not. I didn't agree with every outcome in regards to the game, but if you're a manager or official shoes, they're put in a position that, oh my gosh, is this how it normally is? It can get this bad. It can get this bad. I will say, but typically, no. If you're put in the managers or in official shoes, they are put in a position where that they are either damned if you do or damned if you don't situation. A lot of games had situations where not everyone agreed on it, and at some point, the outcome was up to the official. I mean, do you expect that black team would be okay if they had to replay the entire match, even if orange team is obviously in favor of it? Put yourself in a manager or an official shoes and tell me that you won't have a problem with settling the divided mob when your manager is, you as a manager are donating your free time for an ungrateful resentment of players not happy with decisions. My point is, someone has to call at the end of the game and make them official. Why is Burns not a manager? Why is he not up there? Burns should be a counselor, because Burns is absolutely saying he's hell. Like, seriously. Just think about it too, with the outcome of how it went too, truth be told. Even if they had a rematch, what would it matter? You have specific games that you can nitpick and qualify. It was a one win. Sure. And then it moved up. And then it was 2 wins. Okay. It's like, okay, what are you gonna do because both players on one side managed to crash? Yep, and it's pretty easy to go ahead and say nothing will change. That's the easiest decision that could have been made because they were already declared the winners. So, do we always cater to mob mentality, majority rules? If we're on black, I personally feel ashamed to show my face in a community right now. If I were the manager, I'd step down after the game and check back. Mob mentality and majority rules, or how about democracy? And black teams shouldn't be ashamed because any team would have accepted the outcome in their position. I'd like to accept the outcome because I won and held my prize in my hand, but I'd still be ashamed. I'll admit being human. No need to attack them. Holy shit. Well, what is odd? Come on, odd. I would never feel ashamed, but that's just the pirate in me. I would never feel ashamed because that's the way it is. Says a lot about you guys then. Never feeling ashamed. Yeah, and you know what that makes? Winners. I gotta understand if they, like, he's considered this, the thing is that odd is, he's, in the matter, he is considering this as a way of cheating. That it was clearly, as stated, it was unfair. When it really, there's not more to say about it. It wasn't per se unfair at all. Again, this is how it has been going, as Burns stated. If this were the way it is, we will probably not even make it to the playoffs because these games have been left and right and it's all over the place. Seriously. Let's see. Mate, I didn't know how to throw a hissy fit when I got third. At least I accepted my losses. I came fourth. You all played honorable games and lost fair and square without lag. Orange lost many games this season fair and square, but you're attacking a team. Burn asked how I feel if I were in black, so I answered him with honesty. I think it would be honest if everyone with hurt feelings takes a while to cool off. At the end of the day, it's just a game. Losing a match, whether it's fair or not even non-consequential, sure, it sucks to lose, but there's no reason to attack your opponent's personal character. This type of behavior drags with friendliness of the league environment, especially when the issue wasn't in other teams' controls. I don't think any player of the finals intentionally set out to be laggy. It was likely the servers. Oh my gosh, man. It's like, I have several accounts of other people saying they played with you. Oh, okay. Let me see what, look, Odd, I'm sorry for causing all this trouble. I restarted my Wi-Fi before the game to make sure it'd be good. I stated that day of the championship and the day before the servers have been messed up. My lag was fixed after a second game. You guys had players lagging and crashing as well. I don't mind or blame you because of it's the server's fault. I'm sorry about all of this, but there was nothing I could have done. I don't. Pancake shouldn't have to apologize at all. It's not his fault. Come on. This is terrible. I have several accounts of people saying that they played against you before a match and you were particularly laggy. I'd rather not drag them down with me. I'm not blaming you specifically or saying you did it on purpose, but the continued denial from people saying it was just server lag with so much evidence you were lagging worse than other players just makes it the whole thing hard to swallow the manager's final decision. In short, I'm most upset at them, but nothing can be done now. I understand all this. It's fun being public enemy number 1 today, so that future generations may get to play a lag-free championship. We can only hope. Keep dreaming on. From what I saw, you'd have more success, Orange, if one of the teammates spoke to Ziz in a calm, well-fashioned manners after the rubber banding was noticed first and asked that he could watch the player next time next round or review some of the footage if it was extremely bad, but that opportunity has obviously passed. But it was the best chance to get them to sub out, fix it, or get a replay. People underestimate I can't even speak properly because this is just, I don't know, my head's like in a blender right now. It's funny to watch, but anyways, people underestimate how important the way you say things is in getting what you want. We did exactly as is in game 1 and 2. No, you didn't. No. To be fair, every time someone tried to say something, Shawnio started screaming at them. My team didn't say anything. Yeah, you gotta pull him to the side. It only keeps you in your case with the terms and conditions, or in terms of communication with the official. We tried, then he got in Gilbert's face and started talking him down. I'm not salty we lost, but he was not trying to hear anything. He's not trying to hear anything from what we're saying. Yeah, it's how you see it. Yeah, it's how you were saying it. So because we said something in a certain way, we should be punished. The team, I mean, in my opinion, you could have got more out of the situation, but it's over now anyway. Yeah, it sucks. It ended like that. Gotta be super respectful to someone to listen. Not always. Good thing they screamed over us with respect. Again, you could have made it work in your way. Yeah, he's got a very valid point. Jedi definitely does. He has a super valid point. Granted, like when you want to talk to an official, especially when it comes to certain teams, I know that the black team was extremely toxic. Some of the most toxic players on that team. So of course they're gonna start barking. However, if you wanna, again, pulling the manager or the official to the side in order to have a discussion with them one-on-one, that would be a proper way of going about it. Yep, that's what I meant. The captain should have pulled him to the side, had a chat. Oh, no, at this rate, even Sneaky put himself in a blender. It wasn't going to work out, and the way Sneaky was talking to him. The reason why it didn't work because the way Sneaky was discussing it is because Sneaky decided to go for it. Sneaky fucked up. He did. The reason why Sneaky fucked up because he nitpicked. He nitpicked the wrong things to talk about. And then on top of that, he decided to be a Karen about it and say, in the book of rules, don't even say that, Sneaky. All you have to do is just, like, why do you have to... When you pull up a rule book, of course people are going to start attacking you. That's just something I learned in League. Anything. Any kind of competition. When you say, oh, well, you know the rule book states, you're going to have other people just blasting at you. Not more or less of, hey, can I talk to you, or this or that. You don't have to start off by saying, but the rules say. You're only asking for trouble. Jeez. Just saying he didn't begin by shouting, but I see your point. Okay. You're not helping anything by yelling about like this, about things like this, and coming into my Twitch channel to troll me when I'm officiating other League matches is totally out of line. Go cool off if you want to be part of constructive discussions for the future. Come back and have a civil discourse. No one here was out to get your team, intentionally ignored anyone, no matter how you will portray things. How you guys doing? You're doing great? Having a fantastic day? Cool. Just one moment. I gotta do, you know, a few things. Just gotta do a few things. Just patiently waiting, you know. Also, I like how my outro is playing. I'm not leaving yet, though. Actually, I'll skip it. Alright. Okay. Yep. Alright, let me see here. Yep. Yep, Alright, done. That was all I wanted to do. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. Back to the discussion. Listen, I have every right to do what I just did. This is my own personal choice. When you, something from a streamer's perspective, I strongly hate this. I hate it when people do this. I do. Coming into my Twitch channel to troll me when I'm officiating other league matches is totally out of line. The fact that Odd went in there to argue or say something, not even being a proper person about it. I don't want to be friends with anybody like that. I don't give a shit every time I see you on a leaderboard. Odd was totally fine. Odd was okay. This is where you cross the line. And granted, I want him to come on my stream. I dare him. You can troll me as much as you want. When you decide to go about and just insult an official because your team lost, if it was this important, why wasn't Odd there? Oh, because IRL. Well, clearly IRL didn't fucking matter. If you decide to even go out of your way to try to make a specific discussion. Yeah, exactly. And it's sad too because I missed it as well because I was streaming too. When you decide to go inside of another person's stream just because, now you're only adding stress on him. Imagine making it more stressful for somebody just because they dare at their job. That makes no sense. Like, from a streamer's perspective, yes, that is infuriating. It is. And that's something I have to deal with too. And I'm always patiently waiting for that one person to do that too. I'm waiting for the one individual to stop by, come inside the stream and just say, you know, I didn't like the way you officiated for my team. We should have won this and that. I'll be honest. I'm more amazed after something like this. I'm surprised that Odd is still in the Discord. Because specifically attacking somebody like that, that's out of league. That's up there. It is. Because you're at this rate, you're just harassing somebody. You're harassing someone's way of work. Because I know that Ziz, it's not this toxic. Fuse is not this toxic. I'll say this now. It's not this toxic. That's what, honestly, yeah. That's what pissed me off. That's why I went on Rec Room directly and I deleted them. I don't want to be friends with anybody like that. I don't want to be I don't want to be near anybody like that. Especially when he's officiating, he's focused on too many games. Exactly. You're wrecking somebody else's work because you're trying to make a point with an official that's not even caring right now because they're too busy focusing on another game. Imagine that. Imagine if any kind, just think about this. Imagine if a referee made a call in one game, you know, any sport, basketball, football, US or UK, baseball, something. Imagine if a coach decided, or a ref made a call, and then 2 days later, just one individual person from that team decided to walk over there and got mad at the coach, at the referee, for no reason at all. Even though, like, the game's over, and, you know, you didn't play in the game. What's the problem? Why are you so upset? I tell you, it's stuff like this that it makes me not even want to be like part of something amazing. And granted, yeah, there are definitely amazing times in the league. There is. I'm not even gonna say there are. because there is. It still goes on. But it's just like, when you decide to do bullshit like that, you shouldn't even be in this league. You shouldn't be here at all. This is a problem. White versus Black was a very respectful game. It most definitely was, Split. It certainly was a respectful game. I do like what Volby posted, too. I like what Volby posted. He did mention, he said, well, we got a prize already, so it won't do anything to post clips, then setting future rules to league. Edit. Also, the servers were crap that day, so that's a valid excuse. Another edit. Orange, I used to like you as a team, but now you're just making yourselves look like fools for still complaining about the finals that were already determined to be accepted by the managers. It's embarrassing. It is embarrassing. It most definitely is embarrassing. Oh man, that was just... This is not the way to go. This isn't. And it's... It was laggy, but that made it more intense. So, again, despite of everybody blaming one another, so out of curiosity, what season had the worst lag? I'm only saying this to you guys. Embrace, I don't know if this is your first season. I only know you like bit by bit. I've seen you in a few games, but out of curiosity, how many seasons have you guys actually played where the lag was this atrocious? It was just this bad. Probably a few people here and there, but none. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Tomorrow, I would like to play more Terraria. No joke. I want to play more Terraria. I just do. So I might actually play more Terraria. This time it'll be a little bit earlier, as I always say. Before then, I appreciate all the follows for those stopping by and just saying what's up. You guys are absolutely amazing. I couldn't get this far without you guys. And as I always say, don't give up on your dreams. Keep on aiming up sky high and live life to the fullest, one night at a time. Hope you guys have a good day, night, wherever you are. Hope to see you guys next time on Planet Sci. Have a good night, guys.
Reasons why I need to hold on.